My correct name is Elwood Kuentzler, and I am chair of the Estrella Conservative Republican Party and first vice chair of LD 23. I come to speak to you today about my fear of losing my republic. Hi, Butch Kuentzler's back again. I have some affidavits here I'd like to hand to the clerk. Hopefully she will distribute them to the supervisors. I don't know if you take them. I don't know if you read them. I doubt it. Well, it's another day, and I came today to speak on something that I'm not going to speak on. Instead, I have to reverse and speak on the amount of insanity that these good, courageous officers who risk their life every day are in here protecting a bunch of men in skirts. It's unbelievable. You guys came up with a theory, you ran it through the press. You talk about people getting knocked down, knocked over, people rushed the podium. None of that happened. You guys are just crazy, okay? And these good officers could be home with their family, or they could be at the border catching child sex traffickers. But you guys don't care about that. If you cared about it at all, the first thing you do is stop the books in the school. But you can't even do that. I want to follow up on my earlier comments. The last meeting on the 13th, you had Miss Zarni in here and introduced her, and she came to the microphone and introduced herself as the LD3 chair. She's not the LD3 chair. The LD3 chair is Mr. Bob Gomez. So I don't know how you got that confused, but that's the way it is. And then there is a mentally ill person running around. Her name is Candace Zarni. Once an LD3 chair. She was fired. Long story short, everything was done by law, by Constitution, and by ARS statute. Okay? Because of the rule of law, everything came out the way it was supposed to be. Dan Farley came in. And you showed him some courtesy, as you do other people. That's okay. I have no problem with that. Dan Farley came to the microphone and spoke, but never or failed to mention that he walked into an LD meeting and assaulted a PC, and the police had to be called. That information somehow slipped somebody's mind. Okay, and then LD 14, Andrew, you introduced him. He came to the microphone. Somewhere the information got lost that he's a drug dealer and he has a record. Now, I don't know how these people compiled so much influence over the board on the 13th, and the rest of us had to come back today, okay, to counter all the lies that they told. In the last 24 hours, brokered a deal, and Jeff DeWitt offered to pay LDs in Maricopa County money if they signed on to this deal and this agreement that gets Candace Zarni back into the GOP. I want you to think about that, because Mr. Hickman, you and Jeff DeWitt have some backdoor secrets of your own. All right? And when you make that statement, Mr. Hickman, at every meeting that you listen, I agree, you do listen, but you never act in favor of the people. You guys are all family men, I presume, and every one of you should be ashamed of yourselves of what you're doing to the kids today. Thank you.